What's going on, you guys? My name is Hartley, and over the last few weeks I've made several videos about Drone Delivery Canada. Well, this week I finally bought into the stock, and in this video I want to explain where I bought in, why I bought in, and at the end of the video I'm going to go through where I am taking profits. Here is everything you need to know. Let's go. Okay, so first of all, this is all just my opinion. This video is for entertainment purposes only, and no, I am not being paid to make any of the videos about any of the companies that you see. This is 100% unbiased and completely my opinion. I'm a very small channel, and so I'm just trying to put out good content for you. Now, Drone Delivery Canada is traded on the TSX Venture Exchange for 68 cents. It's traded in the USA for 51 cents, and these prices were as of 9:30 a.m. on November 13th, Calgary time. So my trades into the stock, I have two different trades. I have two different accounts that currently own the stock. I have a small account challenge which I am running through this YouTube channel, and I got into it on November 10th at 65 cents here. I also have a long-term portfolio that is holding this stock, and I'm not going to touch that one for a while, but my small account, I may swing trade this stock. So first of all, I sold out Uber at like a 600% profit. That's what I am using to actually make this trade. We did absolutely amazing on that stock, so if you want to see it, definitely check out the video on my channel. And then I basically bought into Drone Delivery Canada, and I also bought into Field Trip. So that is a magic mushroom company. If you want to learn more about it, definitely check out my channels. But both of these companies were basically bought with profits, so super happy with that. Now, why did I buy the company? So first of all, Drone Delivery Canada, I am a super big fan of their business model. I think they have an excellent business model, and let me explain it real quick. They are not building drones and selling drones with a software. They are developing the infrastructure for the drones, the software, the regulations, and everything as one nice unified package, and they are licensing it out to partners. So they are finding partners in Africa, in India, in the USA, and across Canada that will basically license and use that package that they developed and then pay them back a fee, either in licensing or royalties or in a service. And so I really like that business model because as those customers scale up, they pay Drone Delivery back, and they help Drone Delivery Canada scale up as well. And so they're super well aligned with their customers, and I think that is a fantastic business model. Now, they also have an excellent management team. I personally interviewed the CEO for about half an hour on this channel, so if you want to see that video, I grilled him pretty good, and he did an excellent job of answering all my questions, so definitely check out those videos. And I also think they have a strategic advantage because of that business model and how they're tackling this problem in a little bit different way. They are basically the service provider for everybody that isn't Amazon. So if you aren't Amazon and you can't develop drones in-house, Drone Delivery Canada is the service that you could hire or that you could use or license in order to use drone logistics in your business or in your basically operations if you're a government or whatever you may be. And so I think that is a huge strategic advantage because they're developing it as a system that they can just plop all around the globe, and I think that is going to be the key to scaling up instead of specifically selling hardware or doing it as a service or trying to run the operations yourself. I think this model is much better. Now, recently they've also had a couple partnership announcements which I really like. They've added to the board of directors, and the technical analysis is actually the number one reason that I bought into this stock, and so let's dive into that right now. Okay, so this is the long-term chart of Drone Delivery Canada. It goes all the way back to 2016, and as you can see, the stock hit a high here of $2.26, basically at the beginning of 2018, and since then it has been in a consistent downtrend all the way since 2018 to basically end of 2020 here, almost 3 years. And so it's been a tough ride for current shareholders. However, I'm super excited about the stock now because they've had a bunch of recent announcements. They're about to put revenue on the board. They've got this great CEO, and I think the short-term technicals are starting to turn around. So let me show you what I mean by that. So this is the basically 1 month, 2 hour chart. And so over the last month, we have seen the stock dip down to 61 cents 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. It has not fallen below 61 cents on 5 different days, and since then it has now climbed up from 61 cents to 69 cents at a high. So over a 10-15% gap there, which I think is absolutely amazing. That is a nice signal of a start of a turnaround. I bought in right here. You can see this little green arrow. That was my day that I bought in here at 65 cents, I think it was. So I got in at the high of that day, but we've already made a little bit of profit on Drone Delivery Canada, which is absolutely fantastic. It's been like 3 days, and I think this stock is just getting set for a turn. turnaround. But what's been really exciting this morning is the increased volume. And so last night, Drone Delivery Canada just announced that they had a letter of intent to start working with a firm in India to explore opportunities. And today the volume is way up, at least in the first 2 hours. So that is super good to see. It looks like I got in at pretty much the perfect time. So I'm super happy to see that. I could have saved maybe 4 cents right here, but I'm in at 65 cents on both of my accounts. So super happy with that. And so far, with the news that just came out yesterday, I may have got in at the perfect time. So really happy about that. Okay, now recent news, this company has been pumping out news and announcements, which is really great to see. And each of these announcements cost like $3,000 or $5,000 to put out. So you know that they're getting excited about what they're doing. So first of all, recent partnership in India, that was announced yesterday, and a partnership in Africa that was announced a few weeks ago. Really excited to see that. Hopefully we see some actual revenue come in from those over the next year or so. Now, secondly, they added to their board of directors, they added a couple key members. Definitely check the announcement if you want to look into who those members are, but they have now added to their board of directors, which is always a good thing to see. They also received approval for beyond visual line of sight from Transport Canada. They're in phase 3 of their automatic emergency defibrillator drone delivery. So your buddy's out on the street and has a heart attack, these guys will launch a drone, send it to your location, and you can pump the dude's chest with the emergency defibrillator to hopefully save his life. That's the concept behind it, and they're basically in the phase 3 or the later end of the testing on that, so that's good to see. And they also put out an announcement that they are working with Ford to basically work on deliveries from drone to car, some type of format there. So really exciting. We will see how those projects evolve over the next kind of 6 months to 1 year, but all of these announcements have basically come out in the last month or two, which is super exciting and an amazing pace for almost any company that you look at. Okay, now upcoming news that we are waiting for. Number 1 is the Condor approval. This is their largest drone. It can carry the largest payload and travel the furthest distance, and it sounds like they already have contracts and customers lined up for it, but we're still waiting for final approval from Transport Canada. If that announcement comes out, I think it'll be pretty exciting for the stock, and we will also see our first signs of revenue on the next financials. So I am really excited about that, seeing how much money this company is actually bringing in, at least in its first quarter here, of actually generating revenue. So I'm super excited about that. I do not expect the number to be high at all, but I am just super happy that there is a number, because it means we now have something to improve on, whereas before there just wasn't any like solid revenue numbers. And so that is something that is really nice to see, especially from a drone company in such an evolving industry like that. This is first revenue, and that's always a good sign for a company. Now, if you guys are interested in any resources, I do run a Discord group. It is $5 per month, and I share all of my technical analysis, I share my weekly watch list, and I share my opinion on how I feel about different industries and different stocks almost on a daily basis. So if you're interested in that and joining a community of traders that are also doing the exact same thing as me and putting their input in there, I would love to have you there. It is $5 a month, and the link is down below for you to sign up. I also have a free stock market course. It is hosted on Skillshare, and it's completely free when you sign up for a 2-week trial. After that, it's like $12 a month. But if you can do the 8-hour course in under 2 weeks, you get the entire course for free. So I highly recommend it. There's a ton of resources in there, and it is great for anybody that is new or learning about the stock market. It is completely free, and there's no risk to you, so definitely check it out. Now, taking profit. This is definitely something that you need to have in mind when you go into a trade. Now, this is just my small account challenge, and so I may swing trade this stock depending on how it plays out. Now, I got in here at 65 cents. I expect some resistance at 96 cents here, maybe $1, and then I don't expect the next level of resistance until this $1.70 here. And so I plan on taking a little bit of profit between $1.70 and $2.26. I plan on building up my position until then, because I think the stock has a lot of room to run. But if we start to see resistance at $1.75, $1.76, we barely make it to $2, and it's hesitant whether or not we'll make it to $2.25, I'm going to sell out at $2, and I will buy back in when we break through the all-time highs. I have no problem doing that. That way I lock in my profits, I capitalize on my movements, and I will get back in if the stock continues to run. So this is how I plan to swing trade it in my long-term portfolio. I'm just going to hold it and let it ride out for at least a year or so, and then we will reevaluate by then. But as of right now, I'm super happy with the progress of the company. Okay, now in summary, I think this company has excellent long-term potential. However, this video does not count as your due diligence, so you need to do your own research. Go to dronedeliverycanada.com if you want more information on the company, and go to cedar.com if you want to see their public filings. Now, if you're interested in an interview with the CEO, I have a half-an-hour video on my channel. Definitely check that out. I asked him as many tough questions as I could, and I highly recommend it. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.